At 4:42, rain begins hammering Alex's entire city block. Within minutes, storm drains spit water back onto nearby streets. His phone flashes one urgent instruction: move to higher ground. Outside, the water still resembles one harmless, shallow street puddle. That harmless appearance becomes the most dangerous illusion before him. Flash floods can transform ordinary streets with terrifying sudden speed. Within minutes, familiar roads become violent, fast-moving, raging urban rivers. Water need not appear dramatic before becoming truly dangerously deadly. 7 decisions now separate Alex from one survivable escape route. Mistake 1 is waiting for certainty after receiving official warnings. Alex watches traffic still moving normally through the heavy rain. A neighbor laughs, claiming the warning applies somewhere else entirely. Then muddy water begins rising through several sidewalk drains nearby. An alarm suddenly echoes from the underground parking garage below. Alex instinctively wants to run downstairs and save his car. The elevator points downward, offering the fastest route toward danger. Flash floods fill basements and underground garages before upper floors. Water already races down the concrete vehicle ramp below rapidly. Alex leaves keys, grabbing phone, flashlight, and emergency bag instead. He climbs stairs upward instead of following elevators downward anymore. He warns his neighbor no vehicle is worth entering water. Seconds later, muddy water covers the entire garage entrance completely. The warning authorized action, not endless debate over its accuracy. When water rises quickly, hesitation can erase remaining escape routes. Mistake 2 is trusting vehicles to defeat a flooded roadway. From above, Alex sees one dry route leading safely up. A short underpass ahead is covered by dark moving water. Another driver approaches, believing the dark water remains shallow enough. Headlights cannot reveal missing pavement beneath muddy floodwater at night. Even shallow water can hide curbs, drains, holes, and pavement. The current touches tires and begins pushing the car sideways. Roughly wheel-deep rushing water can carry away many ordinary cars. Once vehicles float, steering and brakes become completely useless instantly. The frightened driver accelerates while submerged pavement disappears farther ahead. Alex turns around before his tires touch the flooded section. He never moves barricades or follows another vehicle into water. He chooses higher roads because elevation matters more than speed. If water surrounds a stalled car, abandon it when safe. Move toward higher ground instead of protecting replaceable machinery below. A car is replaceable, but flooded shortcuts may prove fatal. Mistake 3 is walking through water that appears easily manageable. A stranded pedestrian steps into water flowing across the sidewalk. The ankle-deep current pushes forcefully against every careful forward step. Fast, shallow water can knock a grown adult off balance. A hidden open drain waits beneath the opaque brown surface. Broken glass, sharp metal, and debris move invisibly below water. Floodwater may contain sewage, fuel, chemicals, and electrical hazards together. Swimming skill cannot reveal what muddy currents conceal underneath you. Alex stays on elevated walkways instead of entering floodwater below. He calls responders and points toward the stranded pedestrian immediately. If moving water traps you, reach the highest stable point. Keep children and pets away from flooded streets and ditches. A flood's quiet edge can strengthen suddenly without any warning. Floodwater is never a shortcut, playground, or personal courage test. Treat every flooded path as an obstacle requiring complete avoidance. Mistake 4 is sheltering underground or entering sealed attic spaces. Water begins entering the lobby of Alex's apartment building below. The basement and garage quickly become rapidly filling deadly traps. The elevator may lose power, stall, or open into water. Alex uses dry stairs toward an occupied upper floor instead. He moves upward while preserving one visible, usable escape route. Each higher floor buys distance from the rising water below. If necessary, rooftops provide visibility and places for signaling rescuer. A sealed attic becomes a trap without outside escape access. Never enter closed attics unless direct roof access remains available. Alex signals emergency crews from a visible upper floor window nearby. He monitors official alerts as evacuation routes keep changing below. The safest movement increases both height and available escape options. Mistake 5 is touching electricity because rooms appear temporarily calm. Floodwater slowly creeps toward electrical outlets along the lower wall. Alex hears buzzing and crackling behind one damaged electrical panel. He avoids rooms where water covers electrical outlets or cords. He stays on dry floors away from all submerged wiring. Shut electricity off only from dry, safely reachable locations nearby. If breakers require entering water, contact qualified professionals instead immediately. Outside, one fallen power line hides beneath muddy floodwater nearby. Electricity can energize water, metal fences, vehicles, and floating debris. Alex never touches wet appliances or tests damaged electrical equipment. He uses battery flashlights, never candles or plugged-in lamps indoors. Generators belong outdoors, far from every door and open window. Water and electricity allow no second chance for careless experiments. Mistake 6 is treating dangerous floodwater like ordinary dirty rain. Floodwater may contain sewage, toxic chemicals, and leaked fuel together. It can also hide germs, debris, and displaced animals underneath. Alex watches food containers drifting through visibly contaminated street water. He refuses drinking water until officials officially declare it safe. An uncovered cut can become infected after touching floodwater directly. Alex protects wounds with waterproof coverings and avoids unnecessary exposure. After contact, he washes using soap and clean water. Contaminated clothing gets removed and separated from clean belongings immediately. Discard food touched by floodwater even when packaging appears intact. Long power outages can make refrigerated food dangerously unsafe afterward. When food safety seems uncertain, Alex always throws it away. Tap water may remain contaminated long after streets appear dry. He follows directions about bottled, boiled, or properly treated water. Flood illnesses may appear hours after dangerous water finally retreats. Survival includes controlling what touches skin and enters your body. Mistake 7 is returning too early after water recedes quickly. The street appears normal again 20 minutes after the surge. But moving water may have removed the road beneath it. Buildings may conceal electricity, sewage, mold, gas, and weakened supports. Alex waits behind barriers until officials finally authorize safe re-entry. Later, he returns during daylight carrying one battery-powered flashlight carefully. He avoids every flame and switch near any suspected gas. If he smells gas, he leaves without creating possible sparks. A certified electrician inspects flooded systems before restoring electrical power. Alex photographs visible damage only from stable, permitted locations nearby. He checks official radio and phone updates instead of rumors. One brief status message preserves battery and reduces network congestion. He avoids tempting shortcuts because safe routes repeatedly change afterward. The correct destination is wherever current authorities direct survivors safely. 20 minutes passed, but the dangerous flood emergency remains active. Alex survived by moving upward, never downward or through floodwater. He obeyed warnings before danger became visually obvious to everyone. He abandoned the car, shortcut, and urged to investigate personally. He stayed outside floodwater and away from hidden electrical dangers. He protected food, water, wounds, power, and reliable information carefully. He waited for official clearance instead of trusting familiar streets. Remember, act early, move higher, turn around, and stay out. Flash flood survival depends on decisions made before certainty arrives fully. At 6:17, the floor beneath Alex jerks violently sideways. Lights swing, glass trembles, and every instinct screams, "Run now." But earthquakes punish instinct faster than almost any modern disaster. During 30 minutes, 7 ordinary mistakes can become deadly traps. Some seem brave, others logical, and one feels harmless. Alex has seconds to choose before everything breaks apart. This is not about predicting earthquakes or becoming a rescuer. It is about surviving the dangerous decisions made immediately afterward. The safest move may strangely feel like doing absolutely nothing. Mistake 1 is escaping while everything around you moves. Alex sees the front door only 12 short steps away. 12 steps seem close until heavy furniture starts sliding violently. People are injured crossing falling glass and moving objects. Instead, Alex drops before violent shaking knocks him completely down. He crawls a short distance beneath the nearest sturdy table. One arm covers his neck, the other grips the table. The table moves wildly, yet creates a small survivable pocket. A heavy bookcase crashes exactly where Alex had previously stood. Running outside exposes him to glass, bricks, and masonry. Indoors. Remain indoors throughout the strongest period of violent shaking. Outdoors, stay outside and move carefully toward clear open space. While driving, stop away from bridges, wires, trees, and overpasses. Remain inside the vehicle until the violent movement completely stops. Movement feels productive, but controlled stillness is usually much safer. The goal is avoiding injury, not traveling farther away. Mistake 2 is trusting the outdated doorway survival myth. Alex notices a doorway from an old disaster movie. He nearly abandons the table for seemingly stronger protection nearby. Modern doorways are not reinforced frames built for survival. They expose your head to glass, furniture, lamps, and debris. Windows are worse, turning rooms into dangerous fragment fields. Alex stays extremely low, away from outer walls and fixtures. Without a table, crouch low beside a clear interior wall. Cover your head and neck firmly using both protective arms. Backpacks, pillows, thick books, or folded jackets reduce injury. Never shelter beneath shelves holding heavy or unstable decorative objects. Never crowd an exit while frightened people rush together uncontrollably. Nearby shelter usually beats distant, supposedly perfect protection during shaking. Every extra meter traveled creates another possible falling object hazard. Mistake 3 begins when violent shaking suddenly seems finished. Silence returns, and Alex wants to jump upright immediately. But broken glass covers the floor like nearly invisible ice. A cabinet waits to release heavy plates and dishes. Alex pauses, scans above, then carefully checks his entire body. Adrenaline can briefly hide pain, dizziness, bleeding, and damaged joints. He moves every limb, checking for serious hidden injuries. Only after checking himself does Alex reach for sturdy shoes. Bare feet can turn survival into disabling blood loss. Long sleeves, sturdy shoes, and gloves protect against broken materials. Alex warns his neighbor not to sprint through the darkness. They move slowly, testing each step before shifting their weight. Then a second tremor arrives, sharper than the first. Alex drops, covers, and holds on again without any hesitation. Mistake 4 treats elevators like reliable emergency escape machines. The alarm sounds, while elevator doors remain dangerously inviting. Power can fail, cables can break, and doors can jam. Alex chooses stairs only after confirming the route appears stable. He listens for cracking, falling debris, smoke, and structural noises. If stairs look damaged, Alex never forces an escape attempt. A safer interior room may beat a collapsing evacuation route. While leaving, avoid exterior walls, windows, and glass entrance panels. The area beside buildings can become a deadly debris zone. Alex exits toward open ground, away from balconies and wires. Never re-enter unsafe routes alone for belongings or essential supplies. Objects are replaceable, but weakened floors may suddenly collapse. Outside, Alex counts neighbors and identifies anyone needing immediate assistance. He expects every route to change after another powerful aftershock. Mistake 5 begins with one tiny, innocent electrical switch click. The power is out, so Alex reaches toward a switch. Then he notices a strong, unfamiliar gas-like odor nearby. A damaged gas line may be silently filling the building. One spark from a switch or appliance could ignite everything. Alex avoids lights, candles, matches, appliances, and electrical devices entirely. He warns everyone evacuates, then reports the suspected gas leak. Shut off gas only when actual damage is strongly suspected. After shutdown, trained professionals must safely restore the service. Alex also watches for smoke, hot wires, sparks, and fires. Earthquakes can damage gas pipes and electrical systems simultaneously. Without electrical power, flashlights remain safer than any open flame. Generators belong outdoors, far from windows, doors, and ventilation openings. Carbon monoxide carries no warning smell, color, or visible cloud. Indoor fuel-burning equipment can quietly kill an entire household. Mistake 6 assumes every standing building remains safe inside. Alex sees small cracks and considers returning for emergency supplies. Then deep creaking travels throughout the damaged building structure. Cracks, missing supports, leaning walls, and shifting sounds demand distance. Alex retreats immediately instead of acting like an amateur inspector. Aftershocks can finish the damage that the first earthquake began. Never enter damaged buildings until authorities officially declare them safe. Stay far from fallen wires, even when they appear dead. Electricity can energize fences, puddles, vehicles, pipes, and rubble. Alex warns approaching neighbors to remain far from the hazard. If trapped, constant shouting wastes air and raises dangerous dust. Cover your mouth, stay calm, conserve energy, and signal deliberately. Use a whistle or knock 3 times against solid metal. Rescuers listen carefully for repeated, controlled, human-made signals below. Your job is staying detectable, calm, protected, and alive. Mistake 7 chooses the wrong destination after surviving everything else. Alex checks official alerts instead of trusting frightened neighborhood rumors. Text messages may work when overloaded voice networks cannot connect. He sends one update, then carefully protects his remaining battery. Reserve phone calls only for immediate life-threatening emergency situations. Near coastlines, strong or prolonged shaking changes absolutely everything. A tsunami may arrive before official warnings reach every resident. Move inland or uphill immediately after the strong shaking stops. Walking avoids traffic jams, rubble, and dangerously abandoned vehicles. Never approach shorelines just to watch water suddenly retreat. That strangely empty beach may be nature's final urgent warning. Farther inland, Alex avoids bridges, tunnels, cliffs, and unstable slopes. Earthquakes can crack pavement and suddenly trigger dangerous landslides. Official radio reports and alerts guide every next decision. At 9:07 p.m., every light in your city dies. Your phone has signal, but the internet is already slow.
Elevators stop, traffic lights vanish, security systems begin failing.
Most people assume the power will return in a few minutes. That assumption may be the most dangerous mistake of the night. Because during a major blackout, your first 60 minutes matter most. What you charge, collect, and avoid now can decide everything. Here are 7 mistakes you must not make. And number 6 is something almost nobody thinks about. First, do not rush outside to investigate. Darkness immediately makes familiar streets more dangerous.
Traffic signals fail, drivers become confused, and collisions increase. Broken glass, open drains, and fallen cables become nearly invisible.
Some people also use the confusion to steal or start fights. Stay inside until you understand the scale of the outage. Look through windows without standing directly in front of them.
Check whether one block, or the entire skyline is dark.
Then listen. Sirens can reveal what your eyes cannot. Mistake number 2, wasting your phone battery. Your phone is no longer entertainment. It is survival equipment. Immediately activate low power mode and reduce screen brightness.
Close video apps, games, Bluetooth, and unnecessary background services.
Download emergency maps or instructions while data still works. Send one short message to family instead of making repeated calls. Text messages often work when overloaded voice networks do not. Write important numbers and addresses on paper before your battery dies. If you own power banks, connect and test them now. Do not trust the glowing indicator without checking actual charging. Mistake 3. Waiting too long to collect water. Many people believe tap water cannot stop during a blackout. But tall buildings often depend on electric pumps. Without power, upper floors may lose pressure surprisingly quickly. Fill clean bottles, pots, buckets, and your bathtub immediately. Keep drinking water separate from water used for washing. Cover every container to prevent dirt, insects, and contamination. A healthy adult may need several liters every day. More is required in heat, illness, or physical activity. Do not drink from radiators, toilet tanks, or unknown building pipes. Clear water is not automatically safe water. Mistake 4. Opening the refrigerator again and again. Every curious look releases cold air and shortens food safety. An unopened refrigerator may stay cold for roughly 4 hours. A full freezer can remain cold much was left closed. Make a food plan before touching either door.
Eat perishable refrigerated food first, then frozen food, then dry supplies.
Group frozen items together so they help keep one another cold. Never taste suspicious food to decide whether it is safe. Dangerous bacteria do not always change smell, color, or flavor.
When uncertain, throw it away. Food poisoning drains precious water.
Mistake 5. Using candles as your main source of light. Blackouts create the perfect conditions for accidental house fires. People fall asleep, pets move, and candles are easily knocked over.
Firefighters may already be overwhelmed by elevators and traffic accidents. Use LED flashlights, headlamps, or battery lanterns whenever possible.
Point a flashlight at a cell ceiling to illuminate an entire room. This uses less energy than running several lights at once. If a candle is unavoidable, place it inside a stable metal tray. Keep it away from curtains, children, pets, and sleeping areas, and never leave any flame unattended, even for 1 minute. Now comes the danger most people completely overlook.
Mistake 6. Creating carbon monoxide while trying to stay comfortable.
Carbon monoxide is invisible, odorless, and potentially deadly. Generators, charcoal grills, and fuel stoves all produce it. Never run any of them inside a home, garage, or enclosed balcony. Opening a window does not make indoor generator use safe. Place generators outdoors, far from doors, windows, and air vents. Point the exhaust away from every occupied building. Never cook with charcoal indoors, even when the weather is cold.
Headache, dizziness, weakness, or confusion can be early warnings.
If several people feel sick together, move outside immediately.
A working carbon monoxide alarm can save everyone before symptoms begin. Mistake 7. Ignoring information because the situation feels calm.
A blackout can be caused by weather, equipment failure, or cyber attack.
It may also accompany fire, flooding, or a wider infrastructure collapse.
Find a battery-powered radio and identify official emergency channels. Separate confirmed instructions from rumors spreading through social media.
A dramatic message from a stranger is not reliable evidence.
Look for agreement between authorities, utilities, and local broadcasters.
Write down evacuation routes in case mobile data disappears.
Include one route that avoids elevators, tunnels, and major intersections.
But do not evacuate merely because the room feels uncomfortable. Leaving shelter can expose you to greater danger.
Evacuate when your building is unsafe or officials instruct you to leave.
Now organize what survival experts call a blackout command station.
Put lights, batteries, radio, medicine, water, and keys together.
This prevents people from searching through darkness and losing equipment. Add shoes, gloves, and a small fire extinguisher.
Keep sturdy shoes on, especially if windows or glass objects can break.
Place one flashlight beside each person, not across the room. Give children chemical glow sticks instead of candles or matches. Check on anyone who depends on powered medical equipment. Their backup battery may have far less time than expected.
Contact emergency services early if power loss creates immediate medical danger.
Next, reduce unnecessary movement throughout the building.
Elevators may stop between floors or fail after temporary power returns.
Use stairs only when necessary, and carry a light. Never enter a dark stairwell without checking the first steps. Automatic locks may behave differently when backup power expires. Keep physical keys on your body before doors become inaccessible.
Unplug televisions, computers, and other sensitive electronics. A power surge may damage them when electricity suddenly returns. Leave one lamp switched on as a simple power indicator. When it lights, wait before reconnecting expensive equipment. Unstable power can disappear and return several times. Finally, prepare for the blackout to last longer than promised. Divide batteries, food, and drinking water into daily portions. Do not consume everything during the first comfortable evening. Preserve one emergency reserve that nobody touches without agreement. Agree on a meeting point if family members become separated. Choose one nearby location and one outside the affected area. Decide who will check children, older neighbors, and vulnerable residents. Cooperation becomes more valuable as technology becomes less reliable. So remember the order: shelter, information, water, power, then food. Stay inside long enough to understand what is happening. Protect your phone battery and collect water before pressure disappears. Keep refrigerators closed and replace open flames with safer lighting. Never burn fuel indoors, and verify every important instruction. A blackout is not automatically a disaster. But small mistakes can transform inconvenience to an emergency. Prepare before the lights go out because darkness rewards the ready.